Hi everyone, I'm Brian, here to help you stay safe from phone scams. Imagine getting a call that sounds just like your grandchild. Panicked, desperate, even crying, and asking you to send money right away. You're about to learn how one call center in the Dominican Republic scammed hundreds of seniors. Average age 84, out of over $5 million by pretending their grandchildren were in trouble. We'll show you how to stay 2 steps ahead. Here's what Dr. Susan Miller, a gerontology expert I spoke with, told me. Once you pause before acting, most of these scammers vanish like smoke. Simple and powerful. You're in the right place, and if you haven't yet, feel free to subscribe for more helpful tips on staying smart and safe. Starts with a phone call, always urgent and frightening. You answer, and a calm voice says, "Grandma, I'm in trouble." That's the opener. Pretending to be your grandchild. They often say they've been in a car accident or even arrested, and sometimes they know your grandchild's name because they looked it up online. You might hear them say, "Please, bail money. I'll pay you back. I love you." Sounds real, and at that moment you want to help. Then comes a second call. That's the closer. Now it's a lawyer or the police saying they really need funds to straighten things out. But the story isn't over yet. A person in your community, called a runner, gets sent to pick up the cash. Often, they use a rideshare like Uber to convince you, "I'll grab you, drive you to the bank," or "I just need a moment to collect the money." Unwitting drivers become part of the chain, delivering your hard-earned cash to scammers. It's all set up like a production. Script, roles, actors, and it's sadly believable. Over 400 elderly Americans, with an average age of 84, had their hearts pounded and their wallets emptied. More than $5 million was stolen in a cruel phone scam that hit their doorsteps. At least 50 of those seniors were right here in Massachusetts, making the loss both heartbreaking and heartbreakingly close to home. But this terrifying episode was just one chapter in a much larger story. Across the border in Canada, a massive grandparent scam unfolded. 25 Canadians orchestrated a scheme that tricked hundreds more of our older citizens across 46 states into believing their grandchildren were in legal trouble, requiring immediate bail, collectively stealing $21 million. These aren't isolated headlines. They're a sobering reminder that fraudsters are preying on our natural instinct to protect family, especially our grandchildren. These scam rings are sophisticated, emotionally manipulative systems. Just when you think it's safe, the next phone call could be a trap. Know this, it's not paranoia, it's protection. Now let's talk about how you can outsmart these scammers. The very first step is simple. Pause and verify. If you ever get a call saying your grandchild is in trouble, don't panic. Instead, calmly say, "Can I call you back?" Then, hang up and call your grandchild or another trusted family member directly. That one pause can save you thousands of dollars. Next, never send cash right away. Real family emergencies won't demand that you hand over money to strangers within minutes. If someone pressures you, that's a red flag. Also, remember, never use rideshare drivers or couriers to deliver cash. Your grandkids would never send a stranger to your door. Here's another trick. Ask personal questions only your real grandchild would know. Scammers usually stumble because they don't know the answers. And most importantly, don't go through this alone. If you ever feel unsure, talk to someone you trust. A quick chat with a neighbor, a friend, or another family member could be all it takes to spot the scam. You have the power to stop this. Stay calm, double-check, and you'll stay one step ahead. If you ever pick up the phone and something just doesn't feel right, pause. That gut feeling is your first line of defense. Hang up the phone right away. Don't argue, don't explain, just hang up. Then, use a trusted number from your own address book to call your grandchild or another family member. If the story is true, you'll find out quickly. And most of the time, you'll discover it was a scam. Now, here's the important part. Report it. Even if you didn't lose money, your call could protect the next person. You can file a report with the FBI's Internet Crime Complaint Center, also called IC3, and there's a special hotline just for seniors, the National Elder Fraud Hotline. That number is 1-833-FRAUD-11. That's 1-833-372-8311. Write it down, keep it by your phone, and share it with friends. And finally, talk about it. Scammers want you to feel ashamed or embarrassed, but don't let them win. Sharing your story, whether it's with family, neighbors, or your church group, could be the warning someone else needs. Remember, you are never alone, and your voice can help stop the next scam. All right, friends, let's take a quick step back and remember the most important things today. First, if you ever get a call that makes your heart race, pause and breathe. Scammers want you panicked because panic makes people act fast. Second, always double-check. Call your grandchild, your son, your daughter, or a trusted friend before sending a dime. Third, never hand over cash or gift cards to a stranger. Real police, real lawyers, or real family members will never demand that. Now here's the good news: you are smarter than these scammers. With calm thinking, patience, and a quick verification, you can outsmart them every single time. And please don't keep this knowledge to yourself. Share this video with your friends, your neighbors, your church group. The more we talk about it, the fewer people fall victim. Together, we can stop this scam in its tracks. Remember, friends, you're stronger than any scammer out there. Stay calm, double-check, and lean on family before acting. If something feels wrong, it probably is. Protect your peace. Protect your money. Report scams at 1-833-FRAUD-11. Stay safe, stay connected, and I'll see you next time.